Hey, it's Phil Mills, and I just thought I'd do a little about me. I mean, everybody watches my videos, and I've just recently started showing all of me, talking a little bit. So for those interested, 23 years old. I self-taught pianist. Decided I always wanted to play piano when I was a kid. So I decided when I was a junior in high school, around 2001, 2002, that I was going to play piano. And since I could never really afford it when I was little, I mean, I had a job when I was a junior, so I'm like, hey, I'm going to learn to play piano. So my main motivation was a Jim Brickman song I heard online on Delilah's show late one night driving back home from some friends, and it was Angel Eyes. And I was like, wow, I was like, I need to learn to play like this guy. I was like, it's amazing, like, just the way he expressed his music and the way that he, you could just tell everything he's feeling when he's playing. And that's what I wanted. That's what I'd always wanted, especially to learn to play piano. So I bought a little tiny Casio piano, probably about this big, 48 keys, and started teaching myself, just listening. I had played saxophone for like 6 years before, so I know how to read music already. And from then I practiced. I mean, it's the first thing I did in the morning, last thing I did at night, and practiced at least 4 hours a day, at least the minimum, just because I loved it so much. Like, it wasn't even work to me. It was just me having fun, come bring my frustrations out, learning piano. I felt sorry for my mom and my sister because they had to suffer through all the wrong notes, and once I thought I learned a song decent enough, I would play it so loud it'd fill the house on my little keyboard. And yeah, so I feel sorry for them. But so there's my little piano background. So not classically trained, so you'll see a lot of bad hand position, slouching, if you will. But I don't care about hand position. Like, I play what's comfortable for me, and I sit how it's comfortable for me. I pretty much dance at the piano anyway, so posture isn't an issue. One thing I've noticed I don't like when I play piano, though, is my mouth drops. I look like kind of like a retard, but like, I just zone out when I'm playing. Like, it's a full body thing for me, and it's so much fun. So anyways, more about me after high school. Didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I enlisted in the Air Force in September 2003. And went through the whole basic training thing, and that was real fun. And I went through training. I was a aircraft mechanic, and that was an experience. I never really saw myself as a mechanic, but I really enjoyed it. I got to go on a lot of neat trips, including trips to the desert. A lot of people wouldn't think that's neat, but I volunteered for it 3 times actually. Southeast Asia. Pretty hot, as you would expect, even in the wintertime, but freezing cold at night. And I did 330 days there in about 14 months. So I spent quite a bit of time over there. But I mean, like I said, I volunteered for it. I missed 2 Christmases, 2 birthdays over there, just because I felt, didn't want to send some sergeant that has 2 kids and a wife when I send a single 19, 20-year-old kid, a little punk kid. But I mean, even over in the desert, I would talk to the chaplains of hey, I really love to play piano. I need to practice. And so every chaplain I talked to would grant me access to the chapel whenever I wanted to play piano. They had electric piano over there. So there's my experience with military. I spent 3 years in the military, in the Air Force, off and onto the desert, going on cool trips, meeting a lot of cool people. And then I filled out an application for the Air Force Academy. Didn't really expect to get in, but I mean, hey, I'll give it a shot. Fulfill a dream of being a pilot. I've always wanted to be a pilot. So after I filled out the application, I went back to the desert for that 3rd time, part of the 330 days. And I get an email from a friend's mom. It's like, hey, I noticed that you filled out the application but didn't fill out more paperwork. And so I went through this whole spiel. I filled out all this paperwork in the desert, faxing back and forth, emailing back and forth, just so I could go to the Air Force Academy. And I get back from the desert in April and find out I got accepted. So I go to the preparatory school at the academy for a year, and then I got accepted back up here to the Air Force Academy, which is where I'm at now, as you can see. So that's pretty much it. Grew up in Indiana, 23 years old, Air Force and Air Force Academy, and I really love to play piano, and so that's why I put my music on YouTube so everybody can hear, give me requests. And I mean, if you have any questions, just ask me. But there's my little about me section, and have a great day.